Alright everybody, welcome back to Worldbox World Domination. As you can see here, this is a pretty impressive map. Over 50 kingdoms, I believe it's 59. But you know, the number might just be a little bit somewhere around that range because I don't really count this correctly. Or because I'm just bad at counting. Anyway, this is the second time I have to try to get this video because the first time didn't really go so well, as the border of the continent didn't really touch. It creates a situation where the kingdom are mostly just declaring war against the kingdom from their own continent and does not try to expand. Thanks to a little bit something called the far land buff. You can see here, the far land will buff at least 35 favorable status to a foreign country in terms of relationship, which means even at the worst day the king has the worst mood, the two kingdoms are not from the same culture, they're not going to be able to declare war against each other, and that is a great shame of the current war system, which is why I'm looking forward to the new updates. Anyway, I have to make a little bit of change on the map, make sure that the border of each continent are touching, and incite the war that way. Now, back to the commons, the normal thing that I usually do here, which is explain what is the point of the video. It's basically, I mean, not the video, but the entire series. It allows the kingdom to grow, to develop to the maximum size. That means no little tiny of land is left untouched, along with the culture are allows to be developed to the maximum levels. Now, of course, on this map, those things have already been covered for me, so the only thing that I have to do is to put inspiration onto every single village. The original village, the original kingdom that the creator left is this one, Argentina. Not real Argentina, just fake Argentina, all capital. And yeah, every other kingdom here randomly generate names. Some are pretty good, like we have over here, Bob, Mini Kingdom, and Realm of the Howl. All right, well, that's the general stuff, and then I will activate diplomacy random events. This will allows kingdom to declare war against each other. And as soon as this happens, it's gonna have a lot of chaos. In the end though, there should only be one kingdom surviving that have conquered the entire world, and that will be our winner, the world dominator. Alright, so that is done. I will put it right into sonic speed inside that war right away. Once we get a single war declaration, everybody will declare war, because the balance of power has started to shift. Now, in the last iteration of this map, Argentina sort of managed to kind of unite the middle continent a little bit. Oresos is the one take over in the north. Realm of the Howl is capable of taking over the northeastern side. Down here we have Taigapu, and over here there is the I have no idea what kingdom that managed to take over this. Oh, it's Anabu. Okay. Well, let's see if that changes this time. Perhaps the course of history shall be a little bit different, as the border of each continent are kind of touching. As long as the border touches, we will have a sort of continuity between the different continents, and they are not isolated from each other. Well, hopefully they will declare war soon enough. It's Last time it also did take quite some time for something. Oh my god, this guy is named Pocket. Here we go, the war has started. Now, usually I would start to like reduce the speed a little bit, but since we have way too much kingdoms, a lot, so it's you know, it's gonna really lag the computers, the poor computers I'm using. I think we're gonna need some kind of like NASA supercomputer to actually kind of run this smoothly. Unfortunately, I'm not a NASA scientist, nor a NASA scientist would have the authority, I mean the permission to use the computer for something like this. Anyway, we should probably get a little bit better frame rate as a kingdom, as like big kingdom emerges from the primordial soup over here. Let's see who comes out on top in each separate landmass. Last time Bob was gone pretty early on. Hopefully that does not happen this time, because I like the kingdom of Bob, or you know, just Bob in general. That no, the kingdom of. Pay attention over here. It seems that the realm of the Upohit was the first kingdom to be gone. Japan's kingdom follow after. Alright, see the border of each kingdom has started to change yet again. The field was destroyed. Aflac had declared war. Kings are getting assassinated left and right. Chaos has a rise onto the, you know, world. Anabu was destroyed this time, so you know, history has been changed between the universe. This time it seems that Epoha Kingdom, has came out on top over here in the south western continent. Despite the majority, I mean the most of the kingdom from the start has been annexed, we still haven't seen a concrete major kingdom arise just yet. Perhaps in a few more decades we will see a truly large kingdom arises from the chaos. The border are changing at a pretty high pace. Let me check if there has been any sort of... Yes. Okay. So my plan was a successful attempt after all. Connecting the border between continents has given rise to multi-continent battle, multi-continent war. It is no longer an isolationist world, which is what we need in this series. And my favorite Bob and mini kingdoms still seem to be alive and well. Hopefully, one of the funny named kingdom will come out on top. Bob, I'm looking at you. The last time Bob was gone pretty early on, so I'm hoping that Bob will have a little bit more mileage this time around. The king of realm of the Ipip is named Eus, or Use, perhaps. We can see that in the northwestern continent, realm of the Iki has started to arise as one of the major power. Same can be said for Holy Ul, who has now become the first multi-continent kingdom, from what I can see here. It's a neighboring state of what even is this? What is this kingdom? I can't click on it because the game is lagging so much that it doesn't allow me to click. It's mini kingdom, okay. Okay, well, hang on. Let us slow down the time frame a little bit so that we can sort of zoom in and see the situation on the map. I mean, as the world is getting a little bit less laggy over here, we can see that Argentinian troops are trying to take over Bob. I mean, Bob is a little bit kind of weaker, on the weaker side after all. So, you know, let's see here. The population is slowing down. It's kind of going pretty low now, down to 970, and I don't think Bob have a standing army at the current state. Yeah, it seems as their army has pretty much been destroyed in a previous conflict. Argentina might as well just take over Bob at this point. Great Autopap have arisen in the middle here. Put it on ×5. It's not going to change speed very much though, as the game is still pretty laggy. This guy has a bubble shield. Kikut. Over in the northwestern continent, it seems that the realm of Iki has emerged as one of the major kingdom. After conquering all of the northern continent, northern territories over here, Holy Iverman has been destroyed. Alright, back to the Sonic speed. Overall though, there aren't very much geographic barrier aside from these rivers deters kingdom to fight each other, or giving anyone a heavy advantage. Most of these terrains are plains after all, and since there are no different biomes happening, the most is some kind of like sandy areas, but there's not like a desert like. So yeah, the only mountain I can see is over here in the Great Omashu. So that could kind of count as a sort of natural barrier between Holy Idahel and Great Omashu, but that doesn't really do much of anything. Let's wait once again for a some kind of changes on the map. Argentina still exists, which is a testament to the something. I don't know. I'm not really rooting for this original kingdom as much. I kind of want some changes in the terms of what kingdom emerged victorious in the end. If the kingdoms that emerged victorious became like it's just the original kingdom, there's not gonna be much of a it's not that fun. I just want to have like a bigger kingdom, a small kingdom, becoming big instead of like this already big kingdom kind of take over. But then again, that's just my bias. Alright, Yorilu is getting claimed. Somehow Mini Kingdom has declared war against realms of Uber, which I have no idea how that happens, but yeah, somehow that happens. Interesting. Argentina and Bob are still in their perpetual state of conflict, rivalry, you could say. Naiman seemed to have emerged as one of the great southern kingdoms, although Great Omasu seems to have just completed a major victory, taking over that city in the south here, in the southwest. Although they might just lose the northern tip to Holy Ul. No, never mind. It seems that the king is in the thick of battle here, defending the city. Let's see if we can find him. Can't seem to find him anywhere. The speed is way too much for a human. Oh, Ramos Iggy has completely surrounded the Airado, despite there not being a hostile, feeling between the two kingdoms. Very interesting. What will Ramos Iggy do then? Will they try to invade the Irado in the near future? Yes they did. Yes they did. That is the very next thing they try to do. And immediately you can see the troops pour into the tiny little Irado border. Emihawk Imperium had declared war on Argentina. Not that surprising, but could be a major tipping point as the old kingdom get removed from the map. Holy Ul is about to take over the majority of this northern island. Mini kingdom might just have to be more careful, and perhaps, I don't know, they might want to take back this area if they don't want to get destroyed. However, you can see here the army is getting a little bit into a troubling situation. If the army cannot successfully claim this part of the island, I think this is gonna be the end for Mini Kingdom. Here, let me put it on slower speed. That's not how it is done. We need to deactivate Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, you can see here Mini Kingdom's army pretty much has been destroyed. And if Holy Ul want to invade right now, they could just do it immediately without much resistance. Oh my god, Argentina was destroyed. Well, things are looking very good for Bob. Their main rivalry has been destroyed, but they are now having to face again an even bigger enemy. So that's not exactly much of a positive thing. Out of the many kingdoms that used to be a major player in the last iteration of the map, which you guys will never see, Taigapu and Ramos Iggy seems to be the only two that survived this time. Wait, no, Anphilak as well. Put on Sonic Speed again. Oh, Mini Kingdom is staging a counterattack onto the middle the middle city here. Are they gonna do it? Will they successfully take over? Seems that they are. Let's see the percentage. 81, 82, 84. That city has a population of 1,000 and something people. If they can take over that, oh no, oh no. The number is going down again. That is not good for mini kingdom. So they lost a grip on the city. It might be the end. I think they can mount another counterattack. Replenishing the lost troops is gonna be very difficult. No, good luck. Once again, let's put it on sonic speed. So far, we haven't seen a kingdom getting destroyed in its entirety for several decades. Even the little, the Irodo. Despite their small numbers and being generally surrounded by all directions, the Irado still defiantly trying to resist Drums Iggy. But will that happen for any longer? I think they are trying their best, but I don't think they are going to be able to withstand this. And yes, Drums Iggy has gone. The Irado, wait, not the Drums Iggy. The Irado was gone. Sorry about that. Oops. Mini Kingdom successfully taken over the Holy Ul city, and yet they are now facing a giant attempt of annexing. Just immediately lost the entire kingdom after taking over. Well, Mini Kingdom was destroyed. Not sure what happens, but they threw in all of the cards they have, and eventually it's still not enough. Now, Holy Ul is actually having a war against Realms Iggy right now, which is a pretty surprising development. If Holy Ul managed to do something over here on the eastern side of the map, it kind of complicates the world a lot more. But you know, what do you expect from a multi-continent kingdom? Kingdom Ul just take over Bob, which is not good. Well, not. It's kind of a shame that Bob didn't manage to become bigger. I mean, Ul started out as a very small city of only 250 people, and even Bob was not able to take over, which is shame on you, Bob. The Ukuvi is currently the major superpower in the southeastern corner, Realms Iggy to the northeast, Holy Ul to the northwest, and of course Great Omasu down in the southwest. In the middle is a little bit more balanced. Great Otupap, Aflac, and Ehimok Imperium are sharing their power in a pretty balanced state. Oh, you can see Great Worldbox seems to have been pouring some troops over here to the Aflac, and vice versa. Something is happening here. I see Green's troops somehow are over here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Who are these guys? Perhaps the Uvers. Alright. And they seem to be attacking Aflac. Aflac is having to face against a highly organized invasion here from the north. I'm not sure what the realms of Uber are doing over here. Slow down. What are you guys doing? They are attacking something. It seems they are marching over into Afalak's territory. But are they annexing them? Not really. It's more like the northern kingdom of Great Otobak, which has emerged as one of the major power in the north. What are they doing? Why are they like attacking this building? There's some petty squabble. Is this like alliance between kingdoms? What is the intention here? Very mysterious development. Great Omasu is about to eliminate Chu. Yep, that turned yellow. It's the last city standing for Chu. It's over here. Sitting as 5%. Look at that, they just steal the border from this neighboring town. Here you can see that the border stealing is in action, and it's actually stealing border from a different country as well. So yeah, now you know that it can actually happen between different countries that aren't at war. Although I do believe that these two are at war. Doesn't really matter. Chu is gonna lose that village as soon as the troops from Great Omasu enters the city. And here we see they are present. Only need to like knock down a few buildings. Perhaps, you know, slaying the mayor of the city. And look at this. There are even troops on a different kingdom here as well. Who is this guy? Dude. Fefu hegemony. There must be an alliance, an ally with the Great Omasu at the current moment. Chu is about to be gone. And there they are. I mean, there they go. Seems that in the northern area, Ehimok, always get that name wrong, Imperium and Great Outback has emerged as the major power vying for total control over the region. Despite this, these two kingdoms aren't at war yet. Yin Kingdom is about to get annexed by the Ukovi. Last city, just waiting for this guy to like get into the square. Yep, full green. And now, Tikepu and Siwa Empire are the only one standing in the way. Down south over here, we can see that Aflac also facing the same problem. Last city for Aflac standing over here, down in the tip of the southern tip of the North continent. But will they get annexed? Maybe not, as the Ehimok Imperium started to expand. Wait, Realm of the Igi. Realm of the Igi has somehow taken this strategic village over here. Elegante. Holy Ul has just lost the main village connecting the north and south of their kingdom. Ramsey Igi will probably use this as some kind of leverage to kick Holy Ul out of their native zone, native continent. The Ukovi seem to have mostly taken over the southeast landmass, with Tikepu being the last bastion over here, and I don't really know if they can withstand a full front invasion. Probably not. Holy Ul has successfully taken back that city. Aflac also managed to capitalize on the distraction of Ehimok Imperium attack in the north, and gaining control back over the lost territory. Somehow the Aflac and Realm of the Uvers are at war. Seems that this is kind of like a remnant from a different time, different era, still carries on to this day. Let's put it on Sonic Speed again. These two large kingdoms, no one is coming out on top just yet. They are quite balanced. Nothing is changing. It seems that we have kind of reached a point of equilibrium. Not much is happening in the world. Great Ta seems to be very determined in kicking Holy Ul out of the southwestern continent. Meanwhile, Great Omasu is continuing on with their southern expansion. Major development. Great Outback might just take over the Ehimok Imperium's capital, greatly expanding their efforts to conquer the entire middle continent. Now Realm of the Igi is seen invading yet again onto Holy Ul. Now will they succeed? Yes, they did, but the effort to invade into more territories will need to be just gonna have to wait for the future. I don't know if Holy Ul is gonna take back right away, or will Realms of Igi spend a little bit more troops over here to expand in a different continent. Realm of the Uber has become one of the multi-continent kingdom once again. Or is this the first time? I don't know, I haven't been keeping track. But seeing a blip of of green over here is pretty refreshing. Realms Iggy has declared war on Realm of the Uber. Now this might complicate their effort in destroying Holy Ul. Will perhaps stretch, do they perhaps overextend, or will they, stretch their forces too thin and become conquered by Realms of Uber instead? Who knows? Right now Realms of Uber seem to take on Realms Iggy without any fear, but the majority of their forces has kind of been surrounded in the northern area and they are now getting attacked back. Holy Ul, however, have lost most of their territories. Currently 2 realms of Iggy, and who knows? Great Otbath has mostly taken over the middle continent despite Realms of Uber effort to kind of like having a leverage here. I don't think that's gonna matter very much. Perhaps that even will invite Great Otbath into the eastern continent. But first they need to focus on Ahimok Imperium to the north. Great Omasu seems to have overextended and now are getting counterattacked by faithful hegemony, who are successfully divide the kingdom into 2 parts. Now this area will be very in a great danger. In the north here, Great Ta is also attacking. The multiple front has been opened for Great Omasu, which is not a good sign. Realms Iggy has started to take over Realms of Uber, as the Ukovi in the south has emerged as the first kingdom to take over an entire continent, with Realms Iggy fast behind. Well, I say first, but I think Holy Ul was first, right? Yeah, Holy Ul was first. So second kingdom to do so. And Realms Iggy will be the third. Will Realms Iggy attack into the middle continent, take over this city of Realms of Uber now? That will invite them into the middle continent against the power of Great Otupap. We will have a lot of interesting development. And Realms Iggy will be the first one to have a 3-continent span territory. Great Omasu have lost that surrounded territory to Nemon, who is now looking over to annex faithful hegemony, as they are also being separated. Quite a difficult play. Ahimok Imperium has been destroyed, and now Great Otpap will only look forward to Realms Uber to maybe kind of annex the entire kingdom, inviting themselves on to the eastern side. Unless if they made peace right before the invasion happens, which is a possibility. Let me see here. City is currently sitting at 5%. And as more and more troops pouring over into the area, yep, that's going up. We shall wait until this area got completely annexed. And oh, over here is the same as well. It's also sitting at 5%. It seems that we might just have Great Otwap entering the eastern theater. Alright, what is the percentage now? 64. Realms Iggy seem to have made peace with Holy Ul, so they aren't exactly going for that far western area anymore, despite still having a lot of territory over the region. Ukovi have started to pour over into the southwest, attacking Nemon first. Great Tar seems to have capitalized on the advantage against Great Omasu and taken a new city for himself over here. The landing attempt was a success. Ukovi has now a foothold into the region and looking to take most of the far eastern territory of the Nemon. Oh, here we go. Now with the superior power of the Ukovi, it's not going to be very easy for Nemon to resist, even with only a few cities here doing the attacking themselves and not the mainland troops. Same could also be said for Great Otopap. Great Omasu is now under attack from the Ukovi as well. Oh my god, what is this? Hang on. Slow down. Just a huge amount of troops just pouring into the city here, overwhelming any defensive structure. Now as you can see here, these troops are very well equipped. All of them wielding some kind of mithril gear. So it's not some kind of like... These aren't just some troops, these are elites. But can they take over a kingdom of 1,400 people? Probably. They are taking over this city. Well, the southernmost will go first. There we go, that's one. Great Omasu is looking forward to take over the city to bolster their rank, trying to fight back. But is that gonna help? Probably not. Realms Iki is having a war with Great Ta. Alright, seems like this is the main battlefield for now, so let's observe. Ooh. Seems that Great Ta's troops have entered the fray here. Wait a second, they're just passing by. Where are they going? Okay, so ignore those guys. Alright, seems that Ukovi has come out on top on that battle. Oh, becoming green. Now where are these guys going? Why are they going up north? Alright, I have no idea why the troops from Ukovi, after completely eliminated Great Omasu, is going to the northern tip. There really aren't any sort of like logical reasons for that. Unless if they are staging an attack against Realms Iki. But, you know, fighting against them in a different front when they are least expecting. Currently, Realms Iki is having a war with Great Ta, who is looking to expand to the north. The fight seems to have spilled over into Holy Ul territory. Whoa, 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 what is this here? These, whose soldier are these? Realm of the Iki. Oh, okay. Realms Iggy getting a little bit sneaky, taking some, trying to stage a landing attack over here, but their plan was foiled with a bit of an arsonist style to it. Although some of the troops from the Ukovi are just standing here, kind of like guarding the area for some reason. I have no idea. Just look at this. Look at this. This is so weird. Look at this. Rams Ukovi. Somehow, somewhat, I mean, for some reason, it's just like guarding the beach of Great Tar. They're standing there menacingly. Now Nemon is getting attacked by both Faithful Hegemony and the Ukovi. It seems that Ukovi has taken over this village here, and Nemon is probably gonna lost that city to the Faithful Hegemony, separating the Ukovi a little bit. But it's probably not a good sign. I mean, not a good strategy if they want to attack the Ukovi. I mean, this empire is really large. Perhaps going for the smaller guys, better move here. Of Faithful Hegemony. Put it on ×5. It's already on ×5, and since not much is happening, I'm just gonna put it on ×10. Sonic speed. Nemons should be entirely gone. Oh, they made a peace tree with the Faithful Hegemony. See, the Great Tar has attacked Faithful Hegemony against their will. Of course, that's gonna happen anyway. Oh, what the? Alright. I have no idea what just happened. Now, Faithful Hegemony have already made. I thought Faithful has just made peace with Nemon already, and yet they still get to annex the entire kingdom. That is the first for me. I mean, I have not seen that happens before. Peaceful annexation. Not sure how that happens, but I guess it does. Immediately after that, the Ukovi is staging a full annexation on Faithful Hegemony. But, you know, the northern territory is being attacked by Great Tar, and Great Tar is being attacked by Realms Iggy, which is pretty interesting. However, Great Autopap still looming over the horizon because they still have quite a territory over in the tip here of the northeastern continent. So they could be attacking Realms Iggy at any moment. Great Tar has pushed the Faithful Hegemony down to the south, where most of the Ukovi is already waiting. Realms Iggy has breached into the northern tip of the southwestern continent, trapping Great Tar in between the two powers. Is the music over? No. Music's still going. It just mostly wind. Oh, there we go. Okay, seems that Great Tar seem to have been maneuvering their politics quite well, their foreign policy quite well, with the Okovi still not declaring war on Great Tar. And same with Iggy, who are still remaining quite a large empire despite Great Otpap right next to over here. Man, that Great Otpap, they haven't entered into the main battle for a while. No idea what's happening over here. Let's see. Still kind of hating on from the Iggy, so they couldn't say much of anything. Perhaps the war will happen soon. Oh man, Great Ta is gaining some. They're gaining some ground against Ram the Iggy now. They might be equalizing their forces in the near future. If not, much changes happens. Holy Ul can still stand, so I think Ram Iggy has been severely weakened in the late few decades. Finally, we see that the Ukovi entered into another conquest. Great Ta is now the target. Now, let's see how they react. Slow down. Oh, immediately the troops start pouring into the city. Alright, seems like they're being a little bit more destructive than normal. Holy U has made peace with Ramsey Iggy. Alright, interesting, but not the focus of the current happening. Roma seemed to be annexed in the few moment here. Look at this. It's like a freaking. It's like a a storm just kind of raging in, kind of barge in without any sort of warning. And some of them are even just passing through. Don't even bother. And Great Ta seem to be trying to bolster their losses with Holy Ul territory, trying to annex it. Can they manage to do that in time though? They've lost a smaller city, not a major one. The major one would be this one, Sabi. If they lost 1,000 population, that's gonna be a huge disadvantage. Seems that Ukovi is trying to conquer the smaller villages first. 85, 86, 91. And gone. Sabi is the next target. Now first they are trying to depopulate, destroying anyone who resists. Let's see here. Some of the troops are burning, but that doesn't really do much. They need to have a lot of burning troops. Burning enemy troops to prevent the capture of the city, which is not happening right now. Even the northern city of Lore is not safe anymore. And gone. Great Ta seem to want to capture this southern city, as majority of the Ukovi troops is going up north. But they can't even overwhelm the defensive structure of that city, so you know, kind of a failure. And look at this, huh? Even more troops are kind of like waiting to board a warship. They are just eager to go and conquer Great Ta. And gone. Let's see here. In the north, Great Ta is trying to wage a war on Holy Ul, who are still defending a lot. Better than I expected. Ooh, a ferry is flying about. That ferry is gonna heal the injured troops. Seems pretty balanced. Nobody is having an advantage. Perhaps Great Ta is even in a little bit of a disadvantage, as they're the one, you know, kind of defending right now. Oh my god, look at this. Now these guys are just like eager on to boarding this ship, which is not even one of the Ukovi ship. It's a ship from Realms of Iggy that they have rented. Let's see if the ship dropped troops over here. Yes, immediately. Just in time for Great Ta to be annexed by Holy Ul and Realm of the Iggy as well. So perhaps these guys aren't gonna be able to finish their job, but at least Great Ta will be destroyed. Yep. Alright, let's see. Sonic speed. Seems that most of the world is in a balance right now. There's not gonna be any war happening. Although the seat of war is still present. And Great Oldpap is the first to break that peace. Seems as they are pouring some troops in here from the mainland onto the ship. They're boarding the ship. One attempt of... Oh, look at that! That ship got destroyed and the boarding troops has been kind of splattered all over the ocean. So that's a failed landing attempt. Let's slow it down. Chaos is taking place over here. I'm not even sure who is who right now. Ooh, more troops landing to support. Oh my god, a great fire has broken out. That's got casualties gonna be in the 1,000 in one single battle. This is simply a catastrophe of an attack. Huge amount of the city, amount of like building a city has been destroyed along with the troops over here. Despite the victorious status of the guys from Great Oldpap, they have lost quite a huge amount of troops to that one fire attack. So that's not a desirable outcome for the battle. The casualty is way too high. Over here though, in the western region, they seem to have more of a favorable position. They might be able to annex this area. Yes, they did. Okay, they're letting these guys... Oh, there we go. An ambush has happened. attacking the rear of this unit over here. Alright, let's zoom out. See here, in the eastern continent, one of the capital of realms Iggy is under attack. The Ukovi has entered into the war against Great Otmap. They seem to have claimed monopoly over the southern area, and they do not want another great power in the region. Although I haven't seen any sort of battle happening in the area, and troops on the Ukovi is actually retreating down to the south. I'm not sure why. Seem to anticipated a huge annexation. Never mind. They have just taken over the city without dropping a little bit. I mean, without having a little casualty whatsoever. Except for maybe a few buildings what was destroyed. Oh, there we go. Troop from the north had poured into the south. Now, is there gonna be any retaliation? And yes, there is. Here's a scene of a major battle. Arrow flying, a little bit of chaos. Panics is happening in the street. People running all over the place. It seems that the Great Otmap has come out on top on that area. Realm of the Iggy lost one major city, and they're gonna lose another probably very soon. Right, I'm kind of thinking that we should probably just run it on sonic speed from now on. You know, not let the video drag on anymore. Mainland Great Otmap is under attack, and the city of Ohio has been... Yeah, the author named all of these. I didn't name any one of these cities. So, you know, you have Ohio over here, you have New York. You know, kinda makes no sense whatsoever, but hey, it's not my problem. Man, despite the Great Otmap kind of rivaling Ukovi in terms of power, they are losing a bunch of coastal cities right now to Great Otmap. I mean, to Ukovi. Perhaps because the Great Otmap has spent majority of their troops in the eastern continent. They aren't really defending the cities very much, leaving a lot of open space in the area. And Ukovi is also challenging them on the eastern landmass as well. Oh, look at this. These guys, it's troops over here. Will they be able to defend? Probably not. Oh, Rams Iggy have lost most of their sea access. Interesting position. Great Otmap definitely came up with a very good idea. Look at this, huh? Even against Holy Ul, they also trying to like take over the coastal region, kind of denying sea access, so they can't support troops in, or you know, pour in troops from the main landmass to their landmass, mainland area. And I think Ukovi is having the same idea, although they are a little bit more on the I take what I can get my hand on kind of mentality. Yep, kind of inching forward, the total conquering of the western side. That city has been taken. Rams Iggy capitalize on the chaos, take over that original capital, get the sea access going. Oh man, Great Oathpath in one fell swoop has fallen behind. Now the population is only half of what the Ukovi can muster. Not exactly a good sign. Great Oathpath has to make peace with Rams Iggy as they cannot support a conquering war anymore. Have to spend everything on defense right now. They might even give up most of the colony over here in the western side just to protect the mainland, or maybe this annexation of the city will perhaps be a leverage to take back what they have lost. Who knows? Great Oathpath seem to be attacking Holy Ul to try to bolster their rank. Most fallen kingdom try to attack Holy Ul to a pretty devastating result. I'm not sure what kind of steroids the Holy Ul are ingesting, but they seem to be pretty successful against major falling power, kind of like conquering them, or at least trying to. Hey, look at that, huh? Another win for the Holy Ul. They are emerging victorious and might even just take back the entirety of that northwestern territory. The landmass used to be entirely theirs, or at least they conquered in the beginning. And the Ukovi managed to completely take over the western side. Great Oathpath is trying to distract the Ukovi by attacking the southern tip, but still not gonna happen. Troops have reinforced the region without any losses from the main front line. No distraction has happened. Holy Ul. Holy Ul is gonna unite the entirety of the northwestern continent. Well, pretty sturdy country they have. Great Oathpath managed to take over one city in the area here. Might distract Ukovi for a little bit. Okay, well, that plan just bought a little bit of time for Great Oathpath. However, they are still losing ground in the mainland. So, the effectiveness is not that great. At this point, I don't think anyone can overpower the Ukovi, not even the Holy Ul. But, you know, it remains to be seen. After all, we can still have some sort of weird miracle happening. Like, you know, that attack, I believe that attack that Great Otapap made in the realm of the Iggy area, where they basically lost the majority of their troops in one single attack. That has to be, you know, a turning point that turned from Great Otapap to not so Great Otapap, losing the majority of their troops from fire, despite the sea being very close. Well, you know, that's not the sea, it's more like a big river. The effort to take over Great Otapap is taking a little bit longer than I expected. Despite the majority of the kingdom no longer having any sort of defenses. It's gonna happen soon, but still slower than the anticipated time frame. Last city for Great Otapap. Well, maybe not the last city. We still have one tiny town left with 266. The last stand for Great Otapap. Say last stand, but more or less it's just gonna be gone. Not really great. King Uno. Oh my god. Rest in pepperonis. King Uno. You had a good name. Look at the amount of trading ship the Ukovi is currently possessing. That is a lot of trade. Alright, let's see what the Ukovi think of the other kingdoms in the world map. Not good. So buckle up, Realm Iggy and Holy Ul. Yep, Realm Iggy becomes the first of the remaining kingdoms to be destroyed on the path to conquering. Now I have no idea why they try to like annex from the western side. Maybe they're not like too keen on having Realm Iggy predicting the action, so they are trying to focus their troops onto the west side and then sail over to the right, to the left. I mean, eastern side of the map. Sorry, direction is hard. Declaring war on Holy Ul as well. It seems that Ukovi is pretty confident in their ability to just conquering overwhelming two kingdoms at once. Of course, with 30-something thousand into in their, you know, kingdoms, and the majority of the other kingdom are just not seeing any sort of will to fight anymore against such a gigantic empire. It's pretty reasonable. Huh. I see that this, what is the city called? Venus 3. Yeah, the city seems to be a weak link of the continent down here. It seems that most of the invading armies kind of like aiming over that city, probably because of the relatively small size. That means a lot of chance that the city is gonna fall. No, there's gonna be very little defending troops native to the city, and it's gonna depend a lot on the troops from other regions. Perfect for distraction. Rams Igi has been driven into a corner. Now, can Holy Ul withstand from such a great empire like they had before? Probably not. For the most part, they have just been able to withstand against falling empires, not a gigantic on the rise empire like this. Much harder to defend as there are no, distraction. Couldn't call Ram Iki distraction, as they are basically just a footnote at this point in the history of the world. But very commemorable, I guess, for Holy Ul to survive until this point. It becomes the second to last kingdom to exist. And, never really get out of the area, but, managing to get into this far into the game is already pretty impressive in my opinion. Alright, we just wait for that last city to fall. The last bastion. Let's look over to the... Oh my god, alright. Alright. Interesting. Interesting culture map. Usually that only matters once you have, when you have Rebellion on, but the last series that I did with Rebellion on usually drags on for way longer, as I usually have to wait for 1,000 years to pass, and that I don't have that kind of time anymore. So yeah. Anyway, that is gotta be the end. The Ukovi has emerged victorious. Which is the native city? The capital. City with the name of CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo, the famous soccer player. Alright, well, good, pretty good. A city of 632 managed to take over the entire world after years of conflict. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Pretty good, pretty interesting. I hope you guys like it. If you do, press the like button, subscribe if you want to see more of Worldbox or Domination, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Alright.